Alright, in this series of tutorials I'm going to show you how to build a bass patch from scratch using only native live devices. And I like to keep everything native to live for a few reasons. Stability and performance first of all, and I think it helps creatively to have a limited tool set. You won't get sidetracked messing around trying to figure out new instruments and effects. You'll be able to work quickly and efficiently. So let me just play for you the other elements that we'll be working with. They're nothing fancy, just basic, generic stuff. So here you are. Just have some drums and a little pad. So let's go ahead and get started. Drag this operator onto our MIDI track, and let's just hear how it sounds with the basic sine wave. And that sounds, okay. But I like to have my basses cut through the mix a little bit more, and first thing I want to do is change this algorithm. Turn these two off for now to save a little CPU, and I'm just going to go ahead and give this a little bit of FM, and I'll let you hear how this sounds. You can hear that give it a little bit, and you don't want to go too much on this or it'll take away from that sub level. I think that sounds pretty good right about there. And another way to get this to cut through the mix is add a little bit of harmonic activity, and I like to do that with a saturator and overdrive. Oops. Let's put that there. Let's turn this off and get this saturator sounding good. I like to take the dry wet down, give it plenty of drive, turn the output down a little bit. So we still have that low end, but you have a little bit of that mid-rangey growl. And now let's give it some overdrive, and you can hear that's a lot of drive, and we don't quite want that much. Take the dry wet down pretty far. Just play with these to find something that you like. I think that sounds pretty good. Next thing, you're going to want to EQ it. And for the sub, you want to keep it low. So grab this first pole, low pass it, and depending on your song and where the range of your notes in your bass line lay, you can adjust this accordingly. Usually I keep it around from 120 to 150 depending. If you want to give it the low end a little bit more presence, you can boost around anywhere down here depending, of course, on your track. Okay, and last thing I'm going to want to do, I like to side chain to the kick, not to get that pumping sound, but just to make room and make sure my low, and you can hear that clicking, and we don't really, so dial off the attack a little bit. Give it a little bit of a knee. let's hear it with the other stuff. I think that's sounding pretty good so far. And to prepare for the next step, take all these, Command G on the Mac, group it. And now you have all of these tucked away into this chain right there. And so that takes care of our sub bass, and we can go ahead and get ready to get started on our upper bass in the next part of the tutorial, so stay tuned.